Hi everybody! I'm so excited to be back. It's been a while since I popped in with Facebook Live into the Create Balance community, so I'm really excited to be here. One of the reasons I've been out of the group and not posting videos quite as much is because I've had a busy couple weeks. Last week I was at two different conferences. One of them required more extensive travel, so I was really, I was out of the house a lot. I was away from home, away from the kids, and I was meeting some amazing people. I presented at a more corporate conference and also a teacher conference, and of course teachers, that's sort of like my tribe. It was really exciting, but it was also amazing to meet so many folks doing this kind of work-life balance work in the corporate world. But the thing I want to talk about today is this idea of the seesaw, because I found it was very helpful to me these last couple weeks as I was working a lot more than I've been doing, but also trying to figure out what that means for my parenting and home life. And I thought this metaphor would be helpful. So I think a lot of us think of work-life balance, or we've been made to think about work-life balance as some kind of sense of equality, right? Some people think it's to look equal every day, right? I should spend the right amount of time at work and home every day. Other folks look at it more like a week, which I think makes more sense. Am I spending the time I want at work, time I want with family, on my personal stuff over the span of a week? But I think no matter what time period you're using, it's really helpful to think about work-life balance as a seesaw. This is my hand seesaw. And this idea that a lot of us have is that somehow when we've achieved work-life balance, it looks like this. It's flat because everything's equal. And I think most of us know from experience that's not actually how it works. I'm here to tell you it's not supposed to work that way. It really isn't. Instead, what work-life balance really looks like is that sometimes the seesaw goes towards the work side and it's heavy over there. Sometimes it's towards the family life, home life over here, and then it goes back and forth. But it doesn't even do that on a regular basis. You'll start to go back this way, and then you'll thump back down, and you'll start to go over here, and you fall, and you'll stay there for a while. And one thing that's been really important for me as a kind of control freak and type A person after having kids is to learn not how to try and force the seesaw back flat, but how to ride it out, how to ride out what's happening in that moment, and then also look forward and say, when will it transition back? When will I have that time at work that I feel like I need? Or when will I have that time at home when I feel like I need? Sometimes that time's going to be there. This last week was a great example. I had these two conferences, a lot of intense travel, but I also knew that this week I wouldn't have to travel anywhere. I didn't even have to present anywhere out of the ordinary. It was just my normal classes, and that felt very doable. But even if you can't look forward and see where that window is of time to flip back the seesaw the other direction, I think it's really helpful to just think about where can I make that time, or where can I sacrifice something on the heavy side to make a little bit of room. And I know it's sort of abstract right now. Obviously, I share a lot of these tools and tips in other ways, but I just really want to share that metaphor with you today and think about the seesaw and where you are on it right now, and not so much think about how can you force it down the other way, but how can you embrace the side that you're on right now? How can you embrace what's heavy right now, get the most out of it before it starts to tip again? So that's my thought for today. Metaphors, seesaws, must be the English teacher in me. But I hope you all are having a lovely week, and I'm excited to be in the group more and respond to some of the great posts people have been making about the ways you transfer your skills from work to home. I think there were some fantastic ideas in there. Thanks so much, and take care.